Hello, ladies and gentlemans. Oh, that was my knuckles. That was my knucks. Oh, I did it again. Well, I'm sorry. I'm all popped out. So this is from Chilling Scares. It popped up on my feed, and I just wanted to do it. 8 most disturbing things caught on Dashcam footage, Vol 6. So, what do you think you're going to see in this? You think you're going to see something disturbing? Let's find out. In the sunshine.
At around 11 p.m. on December 6, 2016, a man named Julio Perez went with his friend to a convenience store a couple of blocks away from his house. According to what he shared online 2 days after, his friend had been afraid to go by herself because the store parking lot was known to be unsafe after dark. After spending some time at the store and buying dinner at Carl's Jr., Julio said bye to his friend and pulled out of the parking lot. But just a few seconds later, a red car can be seen pulling out of the same parking lot and starting to follow him on his way home. Disturbingly, as soon as Julio arrives at the stop sign, the red Chrysler can be seen pulling up right in front of him and blocking his path.
So, hit me up tomorrow then. Later. Please. Don't play that shit.
Yep, I was going to say I'd start backing up immediately. So I would have backed up and I would have waited when that back door started to open, and I would have started to go this way, to like I was going to go behind the car, with the thought that they're going to get back in the car and they're going to back up, or they're going to let the person get out and then try to back up. But my intent isn't to go behind. My intent is to back up and look like I'm going and then careen right into that door. Not full speed, not enough to set off an airbag, but you hit that door so that someone else is getting hurt. But of course, that's stupid, because if your airbags do go off, then you're screwed. I'd probably get out of the car and just fly away. Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd do that.
Given the circumstances, Julio reacted much quicker than most people would. As soon as he saw someone about to get out of the red car, he put the car in reverse and skillfully backed away. Unfortunately for him, the driver of the red car refused to give up so easily and continued to follow close.
I don't know why that person in the back seat opened up the... Like, you see the person reverse and they're opening the door like, you want me to run after him? Yeah, that's what you should do, stupid. You're going to catch a car. Ugh. Some people are stupid. You can automatically tell these people are stupid. But it seems like a... Well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say it seems like a busy intersection with no cars there. So apparently, what do I know?
It
is, man. Wait for me.
Gotta get to other people, man. Why are you allowing them to catch up with you?
I don't know who that is.
You don't need to figure out who it is. Just get out of there. Stop asking who it is.
Man?
It's not important.
What are you doing, dude?
What do you think they're doing?
At one point during the chase, the attackers throw an unidentified object at Julio's car in an effort to get him to stop. This is when he decides to call 911 for help.
911.
Just stop right there. Stop right there.
Hey, man.
Was that a cop? Was that a cop car? I'm sorry. Let me go back here. I thought that was a cop car. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, this I hate.
Hey, man.
911 emergency.
Hey, there's a car following me. He's throwing at me. I'm on Lomas going eastbound, and he's I don't know what he's doing, man.
Okay, Lomas, and what's the closest cross street to
Right
you?
now, San Pedro. It's a red light. Holy I mean, they're I don't know what they're trying to do, man. Oh my God, man.
Do you see what it looks like?
It's a red Chrysler 300. Holy cow.
Are they still throwing things?
They're just right behind me. I don't know what they're doing, man.
Although the 911 operator was probably dispatching units as they spoke, it would have probably taken the officers at least a few minutes to arrive, which would have been extremely dangerous for Julio. Luckily,
See, on situations like that, you make the call. I'm on Smith and Jefferson, right? That's the intersection. So what you should do, this is what I should, do whatever you feel like you have to do. But what I would do, I would make that call, I would blow past that intersection, and then I would just do a U-turn. And I would come back. I might go past it like 2 blocks, do a U-turn, come back, blow past it again a couple blocks, going at a speed where they're going to be behind me. Then I do a U-turn and I go back. And I'm just going to stay in this 4-block radius. And I would be on the phone with them just saying, this is what I'm doing. I'm just doing U-turns in this thing. That person, unless they have a scanner where they're picking up, oh, okay, he's on the phone with 911, we better skedaddle, which they're not going to. They're amazing if they do. They're going to follow you up to a point where they're kind of like, okay, maybe nothing's going to happen, and they're going to leave. But what you've done is you've signified, this is the 2 roads that I'm at, and I will be here. You're going to see me doing loops. I'm just going to go 2 blocks, do a U-turn, 2 blocks, do a U-turn, 2 blocks, and I'm just going to stay in this general area. So all you got to do is send cops here. This is my car. That's the car behind me, and you're going to see me doing U-turns. If you don't see me, then I'm parked on the road. They left. But if you see me, the car that's following me do the U-turns, these illegal U-turns, that's the car you got to pull over. And I would just keep doing that. Just stay in. Because if you tell a cop, yeah, I'm on Smith and Jefferson. Okay, now I'm at Smith and Madison. I'm at Smith and Washington. You're going down. They have to keep following you. You know what I mean? So get yourself in a general location when you call the cops. Even if it's like if you're on a street where you're going down 2 blocks and then taking a right and going 2 blocks and where you're just circling a block, just do that. Just stay in the same vicinity. Just stay there. So the cops know, okay, you're just going. So all we have to do is just converge in that area, and we're going to see you because you're not leaving. Otherwise, they're playing catch up to try to follow you, and you're giving constant coordinates as to where you are. Well, you may not know exactly. You may miss a street or this or that. You're getting sidetracked now with this car behind you. You just stay in the same area. I mean, it's very difficult to want to do, but you got to stay in that same area. That's what I would do.
as he's on the phone with the dispatcher, he spots a cop car stopped at a traffic light and pleads for help.
They're right behind me. I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, there's a cop right next to me. This guy right behind me. Hold on. Hey, this guy right here.
Are you still there?
This guy right here.
Oh, okay, there they are. They blew right by. Okay.
The cops are going
Is
after
the
him right
officer
now.
there with you?
No, he just went on a high-speed car chase. Holy cow!
I would have followed the
Okay,
cop.
hang on with me. Hang on.
I'm with the. I just followed a police officer right now. I'm not sure what the hell just happened, man. How you doing, man? I'm with the 911 operator right now. Listen, I don't know what happened. I pulled out. I was gonna go get some food right there on Central, and then all of a sudden this car just pulled up right in front of me. I thought they were gonna carjack me or something, man. And they started to get out. I put it in reverse, and I just got the hell up out of there and went down towards San Pedro and Central.
Did you get a plate number? I wasn't able to get.
Man, I was. Hell
That's
no.
okay. That's fine. Like I said,
I got it on camera though, bro.
Do you have it on camera?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the suspect managed to get away from the officer during the high-speed chase, and it was never confirmed what his intentions were that night. But judging by his behavior, it's more than likely that this was an attempted carjacking. Had the officer not been at the right place at the right time, Julio would have had to stop at the red light alone, where he would have been at the mercy of the attacker. Because
No, he wouldn't have, because I'm not pulling up behind this car right here. I'm sorry, I'm slowing down, and I'm going right over the curb. It's very cool, though, that the cop instinctively didn't say, all right, hold on, stop right here. He listened to what the guy was saying. That cop, the car took off, and he just went after him. You know what? He's just going to get this guy, and we can sort it all out later. If it was a misunderstanding, it was this, it was that, whatever. But that guy got lucky, and also that was a very good cop who just, wow, the word has slipped my brain. Oh, the intuition to kind of know that something was up, like this guy saying, hey, I need some help, that car is up, and then that car was just like, nope, we're just going to go ahead and take off. It's very cool. The cop didn't say, well, I'm going to need you to stay put, let me get your license, and then we'll deal with them later. You know, like he was on it. That's very cool. Very good cop.
neither the
Congratulations
cop
to him.
nor Julio could get the red Chrysler's license plate, the Albuquerque Police Department couldn't pursue the matter any further, meaning that the suspect probably continued preying on other victims on the road. This footage was captured on a random road on the outskirts of Warsaw, Poland on March 30th, 2014. Inside the vehicle is a man and his daughter. The road is pretty poorly lit, and even with headlights on, the driver probably can't see more than 20 or 30 feet in front of him. A few seconds into the video, a car traveling in the opposite direction flashes its headlights at the driver in what appears to be a warning. Unfortunately, the driver doesn't have enough time to react, and this is where things take a pretty dark turn.
Oh no, I saw it at the last second. Oh no. Guts!
Jesus Maria.
After swerving to avoid the man standing in the middle of the road, the driver attempts to correct the vehicle's path. However, this is much easier said than done in the heat of the moment. Unable to control the car, the father and daughter fly off the road and come to a rest in a ditch. Although it appears that the man had his back turned to the car at the moment of the incident, there's still no reason to be standing in the middle of a pitch black road while there are cars passing by.
Well, there is a reason. That guy's an asshole. That's the reason. The car coming up, flashing the lights, like that's helpful. But that second flash, now I'm just going by the camera. That second flash, by the time it came, it kind of dissipated. The guy was there. So that second flash to me was, I didn't need. Like the first flash gives me enough warning. Of course, I don't know what you're warning me of. Oh, that sucks. You're just standing out in the middle of the road. Shouldn't have swerved. Should have treated you like a deer.
Given the man's irrational behavior, it's possible that he was either under the influence of something or attempting to take his own life. But because the man immediately fled the scene, his true intentions that night are anyone's guess. According to the driver, he and his daughter both sustained...
The second flash wasn't as bad as I initially thought. Because by the time that flash is there, I'm making out legs. Yeah. So I take back what I said earlier. Not the asshole part. That guy is an asshole.
minor injuries, and the police were never able to find the mysterious man.
Is that guy...
In 2018...
Is that guy in the street? Is he friends with somebody who has a Chrysler 300? A red one? just joking.
Lauren and Brian Swenson were in the process of opening a CrossFit gym in Nairobi, Kenya with 2 local trainers. One day, the Utah couple were on their way to do some filming with their trainers to promote their gym when they suddenly came across a traffic jam on the main road. Soon after taking a detour on a dirt road, the Swensons and the trainers passed 2 officers on foot with weapons who gestured for the couple to give them a ride. For reasons they didn't disclose, they chose not to pick up the officers and continued driving until they came across a white public transport vehicle stopped in the middle of the road. Although the couple didn't notice at the time, the driver of the white van tried to warn them with his headlights, but they missed the signal, and this is where things get disturbing.
I'd rather assume they do. And not...
Oh, okay. I saw.
Drive forward. Cross. Yep, drive forward. Drive forward.
You got a machete, dude.
Still there?
Yeah.
Just as they pass the van, 3 men armed with machetes appear from behind the vehicle and charge at the Swensons' car. Reacting quickly to the situation, the driver immediately shifts the vehicle into reverse to gain some distance. As the men get closer, one of the trainers instructs Brian to drive forward, and as he does, one of the attackers tries to reach through the window with his machete. In a Facebook post she shared after the incident, Lauren mentioned that when they first saw the bandits, Brian's window was only partially up, and that he sped back in reverse to buy some time to roll it up.
Yeah, no. This is what I'm doing. Oh, the guy has a machete? Grrr. Yeah, he's now, whatever his name is, if it's Ted, he's Ted the Speed Bump. That's what he'll be known as for the rest of his life. Well, the rest of the time that he's been mashed into the dirt, people will be like, yeah, oh, that side road? Yeah. So you want to go down there. It's going to swerve off to the left. You're going to go over Ted the Speed Bump, and then it goes downhill. And, yeah, then you know you're close. People will be like, Ted the Speed Bump. Yeah, there was an incident. Ted had a machete. Thought he could take on a Jeep. Ted found out he was incorrect. And the person driving it went over him and then backed up over him and then went over him again. And his 2 buddies who had machetes, he then said, hey, could you guys line up, make it easier for me? And they took off running. So that's Ted the Speed Bump.
The bandits attacked the car. The window was cracked a couple of inches, but luckily it wasn't enough for the machete to fit through. As Brian speeds away on the dirt road, one of the trainers mentions that he could see cops arriving at the scene.
The cop? You're not even cop? The cop behind. Yeah, they're running into away. Dang! Oh, gunshot.
Was that a gunshot?
No, they're running after them. Let's get out of here.
So the cops that were flagging them down, do you think maybe they weren't trying to get a ride? Maybe they were, but maybe they were flagging them down saying, no, don't go there because there's an incident up ahead. Or maybe they did want a ride and they would get close enough and then say, okay, let us out. And they would jump out and, do cop stuff. Well, I don't know. Okay, I never went to the police academy. Sorry.
Alarmingly, a shot could be heard behind the vehicle, presumably from the confrontation between the cops and the men with machetes. In her Facebook post, Lauren mentioned that if she had picked up the officers or even let them ride on the side rails as they went up the road, they would have likely opened fire on the bandits.
Yeah.
Luckily, the Swensons and the trainers were able to ride away safely, but it was not confirmed if anyone was hurt after the encounter. In May of 2021, a series of...
Hindsight's 2020. It's easy for me to say, yeah, I would have allowed them, but I can't. I don't know. I might have thought. I might have thought that they were probably somehow, not police, just, fake police or something. So I probably wouldn't have allowed them to catch a ride either. So I can't be mad. I can't what's wrong with those idiots? I would have been one of those idiots.
Storm swept through West Virginia, bringing winds as strong as 70 miles per hour to the region. On May 26th, a woman named Amber Rivas was driving down Route 51 in Jefferson County when power lines started falling across the road. This is what her dashcam captured.
Ooh. Oh! Is it a tornado or something?
With a swift maneuver, Amber manages to swerve off the road just in time to avoid the impact of the power lines.
Damn.
She later uploaded the video to Facebook and thanked the people who stopped to help her. These situations are incredibly dangerous for more than one reason. In addition to the threat of being crushed under the weight of the falling power line, electrocution is also a significant risk. If a live power line makes direct contact with a car or even comes close to it, the driver can be fatally electrocuted. The power line could also potentially ignite the car's fuel, leading to a fire or explosion. Luckily, the wires didn't come close enough to Amber's car to do any damage, and she was able to drive away unharmed. This clip was captured in Chile on February 26, 2022, and later uploaded to Reddit. In the footage that was captured by the driver's dashcam, the white car in front can be seen braking more than is necessary and moving a little suspiciously down the road that leads up to a tunnel. The driver with the dashcam keeps his distance as the white car comes to a complete stop, and this is where things get interesting.
Hell yeah.
As soon as the white car stops, at least 4 suspects jump out and start running towards the driver's car in what we can assume to be a carjacking attempt. Having sensed that something was wrong from the start, the driver reacts in a split second and accelerates quickly. The attackers have just enough time to move out of the way as the driver rams into the white car and takes off the door as he speeds away.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to take anyone with that door. I have traveled, driven, and I'm always alert at night when I would go to a drive to Virginia, because it was about a 14-hour drive, and I would do it at midnight, and I was always keenly aware of what was going on around me. And in moments like that, I would have sped off. Don't get me wrong, but there would have been an awful lot of shots coming from my area, because I'm a gun owner, and I would have dropped the window, put it in, and just as I was driving. Okay, no, I wouldn't have. She says I shouldn't have, so I wouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I won't do that. Somebody asked where Maiden was, because she relaxes over on the couch. Here she is. She wants attention. So here she is. She's saying hi. Back to the video.
One thing that caught many viewers' attention is the fact that the man remained incredibly calm throughout the attempted carjacking. His awareness of the situation and quick thinking ultimately kept him out of harm's way, and based on his behavior, it's very likely that this isn't the first time something like this happened to him. This seems to be echoed by the
I'm hoping he called 911 and he said, hey, look for the car that's missing a passenger side door.
Description that was uploaded to Reddit by the user who posted the video. The caption read, "To give more context, this happened in Chile. I wasn't driving, but I often use that route. Here, this type of carjacking has become so common that it's a risk to get out of the car after 10 p.m., and all drivers have learned to keep their distance from the front cars on exits. There's not a lot of information on this incident online, and it was never confirmed if the carjackers were caught by police or not." In August of 2020, a series of fires broke out across Northern California, causing a wave of destruction, the likes of which had only been seen 5 times before in that area. In what came to be known as the infamous LNU Lightning Complex, multiple fires merged together, burning a total of 363,220 acres, destroying 1,491 structures, and heavily damaging another 32. Caused by a combination of thousands of lightning strikes, a record-breaking heat wave, and strong winds blowing across the state, the LNU Lightning Complex soon grew to be the 6th largest fire complex in California history. One of the largest fires, known as the Hennessy Blaze, originated in Napa County and eventually merged with 7 other fires to burn over 300,000 acres of wildland. On August 18th, just a day after the Hennessy fire started, a man named Tyler Day captured dashcam footage of the walls of flames as he drove through the blaze on Highway 128 and Steel Canyon Road in Napa. This is what he saw.
It's like another world. Oh, you could roast marshmallows. I would have kept like a little spray bottle of water and just keep the fire away from you. You know what I mean? Put the fire out doing that. Can you imagine that? Just see me on the side of the road, just pull up. What are you doing? I'm just trying to put the fire out. It's not working. I've run out of liquid. Why are you shaking? What is the problem? You're shaking like you're cold. What's going on here? What? I'm trying to make a video and you're just on my lap shivering. Okay. Oh my goodness, you're falling.
In what looks like a scene from an apocalyptic movie, Tyler drives through the raging fire to safety, capturing this terrifying footage of the burning forest along the way. From the threat of falling trees to melted roadways and blocked paths, driving through a raging fire is obviously extremely dangerous. Luckily, Tyler was able to make it out alive. Sadly, the same can't be said for others, as the fire complex claimed the lives of 6 people and injured another 5 as the flames engulfed entire communities in California. At the time of the recording, the Hennessy fire was 0% contained, and it wasn't until October 2nd of that year that the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection announced that the entire complex had been extinguished. On the evening of Sunday, April 14, 2019, a power line came down at the intersection of Route 70 and Colonial Drive in Manchester County, New Jersey, in the middle of a thunderstorm. The wire ended up falling and getting stuck on a traffic light, and in the early morning hours of Monday, April 15th, an employee with Jersey Central Power and Light went to untangle the wires. Sergeant Hemhauser from the Manchester Township Police Department was parked at the intersection, thanks to which the incident was captured on the dashcam of his patrol car.
Should you be doing that with your bare hands, dude?
In the footage, the worker can be seen untangling the wire and pulling at it in an attempt to get it unstuck. Of course, for this to be safe, the power line would have to be de-energized, especially if the ground was still wet. In a later interview, Sergeant Hemhauser claimed that he was under the impression that the power line had been previously de-energized, and it seems as if the worker thought the same thing. But just a few seconds into the video, the worker gets the scare of a lifetime when the power line touches the ground.
He didn't check?
As soon as the wire makes contact with the wet road, it bursts into flames. The worker can be seen immediately dropping the wire and leaping back in surprise, obviously not expecting the power line to be live. After the initial shock, the utility worker takes off running and makes his way to safety. According to Sergeant Hemhauser, the flames were so hot that they burned holes in the asphalt on the street. After the incident was reported, Jersey Central Power and Light immediately launched an investigation to determine why the power line was even live in the first place if a utility worker had been given the green light to fix it. Although the exact cause of the incident was never publicly revealed, no further incidents have been reported in the area. This dashcam footage was captured.
How much you want to bet? As soon as that wire came off and hit the ground and burst into flames. This is what his backside, the butt area, this is what you heard. That's why he didn't run fast. He had a pants load full of doo-doo. I would have immediately said no. They would have been like, "Do you need to go to the hospital and get checked?" What all do they need to check? Just check you over completely. Oh. Yeah. So they should know that I was so close and it was so intense that it smelled like poop. And so that smell it's actually like caked onto my clothes. And they should know that in advance. And I would be the guy who'd just be like, "Did you shit yourself?" Yes. Yes, I did. Yeah, a lot. A lot. Liquid, solid, soft, lumpy. It's all there. I literally have everything that I've eaten. It's a traffic jam in my pants right now. And I'm still going. You may not find that entertaining, but I certainly did.
On March 1st, 2013, in Bashkira, a republic of Russia that sits between Volga and the Ural Mountains in Eastern Europe. In the video, a tornado can be seen quickly approaching the vehicle and the adjacent house. What follows is a shocking display of the sheer force of nature as the 130-mile-per-hour winds wreak havoc on the house and its surroundings.
Where's the tornado at? I don't see it. He says you can see it.
At first, only the tree and some tarp that was flying on the ground can be seen moving in the wind. But just a few seconds later, the roof is ripped off the house, the vehicle is thrust forward, and debris starts flying everywhere as the tornado rages on. When the video was originally uploaded to Reddit in 2014, the user who posted it didn't include any context surrounding the incident. We can only hope that there was no one in the house when the tornado struck, but we'll likely never know if that was the case.
Tornadoes are no joke. I get them a lot around here. Well, I get probably about 5 to 8 warnings, which means that a funnel cloud has been seen in the area. But sorry, it's my tortoise. Yeah, I get about 5 to 8 a year. The warnings that tell you that atmospheric conditions or a funnel cloud has touched down, and maybe 1 or 2. One for sure, maybe 1 or 2. I think the most I've ever had to really deal with was probably 3 or maybe 4 in a year. I'm talking where you go to the basement, stuff like that. Never actually. I've had tornadoes hit a mile or so away from me, but I've never had one hit. I've never actually like seen one that I've seen them, but I've never seen one that like actually hit anywhere to do damage near me. So I'm lucky on that. Okay, I'm gonna end this here. There's a thanks button on the channel. You can donate. You don't have to. All donations are appreciated. And you can subscribe if you haven't. Give a thumbs up. That helps. And my dogs are it's time to eat. So I gotta go. Bye.